Hello, so today is not about food, but it's more about me. So recently I just had this case called appendicitis, which I had to undergo this major operation or something. And it happened just recently because it's just 2019. I just had it around the Christmas period. So this case is how do I say it? Like during Christmas period, I had a slight sharp pain at my lower, okay, more of like spread throughout my abdominal area first. Like it was just started off as here with slight pain on the right side of your abdomen area. So it progressed. The first day, which was just the night of Christmas, I had pain when I was sleeping, so I thought it was fine. But the following morning I woke up and I was just dead, like I couldn't move. My stomach was hurting, so we decided to visit the clinic, and they said it was food poisoning. But actually, before I had this case, right, because I'm a quite active person and I exercise regularly. So when I was in KL, the past few days in the gym, I had slight sharp pain at this area here, which I thought it was just a simple case of stitches, because sometimes when you exercise, you drink water, it might have some sharp pain. But this has been going for a week plus. So when it got serious, I had fever. I think it was on the 26th. I had fever. I was just in bed the whole day. I couldn't move. I had to walk with my whole body was just bent. It wasn't even straight. It was just like maybe 75 degrees most of the time. Visited the clinic because I was actually on a holiday in Genting Highlands. So only on the second day in the morning, no, not morning, more of like afternoon period, we decided to visit the clinic because it was really bad and we thought it was food poisoning. And the doctor said it was food poisoning. So we had just medications to be taken, oral, those fluid kind of stuff, because I was having diarrhea, I was vomiting, which was really bad, and I didn't really eat much because I had no appetite at all. It was just painful. So after we visited clinic, it was just another day of myself in the room resting without eating or anything. I was just like dead. Like really, my parents and my brother, they went out, but they came back very quickly because they don't want to leave me alone in the room, and it was just bad. Following day, but actually on that night itself, the pain moved from not just the centralized area of your stomach, but it moved more towards the bottom of my abdomen, and that was even more painful, and I had to wake up like at least 10 times to pee. I don't know why, I just peed so much, even though I didn't drink as much water. I just woke up to keep peeing, and it hurts when I pee. And just, wow, it was the most painful moment. Okay, but the most painful moment has not come yet. So it was just another day, and the following day we were actually heading back to Singapore already. So when I woke up the next day, it was actually better. Okay, and I could walk a little bit, but we still decided to visit the clinic again. And this time the doctor said that it was urinary tract infection because I said that there was pain here, so they prescribed antibiotics. So we left the area. I still didn't eat much. We went back. My dad was driving in his car, and it was to go back from Genting Highlands back to Singapore. It's probably about 6 to 7 hours drive based on like 2 breaks. So on the first stopover, which I had to go to the toilet to pee, it was already very pain when I walk out, but I still managed to just go to the toilet and come back. But on the second break, when my parents wanted to just rest, have a meal at the stopover location. Oh, I couldn't get out of the car. I could get out of the car, but when I walked across the road, then I had the shelter, right? At the shelter, my vision was just blank. It was just so bright, I couldn't see it. Sorry, my dog is just playing. Yeah, my source of entertainment. Okay, so it was just totally bright and I couldn't walk. I had a shortage of breath. It was the first time I felt like I couldn't breathe. I just wanted to just lie on the floor. I couldn't stand up, but it was just so painful. So we decided to not eat at the area and just to quickly go back to the car. But just as we got into the car, that was when everything changed. My pain was like, oh my god, it felt like my intestines were twisting. Everything was just, it was so painful. It was maybe 1,000 times worse than menstrual cramp, you know. I have cramps, but this was the worst cramps ever, and I couldn't breathe. I was just grabbing onto my mom's hand like I was giving birth or something, although I haven't gave birth. But it was just so painful, and we were in the car for maybe 30 minutes, and this pain was just over there, like, I couldn't take it anymore. So my parents decided to look for a nearby hospital, and we were on our way to Johor Bahru already. But the nearest hospital was probably about 1 hour's drive away. So I was just tolerating the pain in the car, holding on, trying to sleep, but impossible. Okay, I did sleep for a while, but it was just so pain. So when we reached the hospital, it was probably 6 p.m. in the evening, and it was more like a polyclinic, but it's a hospital, but polyclinic sector. It's a government hospital, right? Right, yeah, and we had to register before we could visit the doctors. So it was a very long wait. Okay, we entered the room, the room thrice. The first time it was about 6 plus. They took urine test, blood test, and X-ray to check my overall. Then just from the first doctor, he just pressed. He already said I have appendicitis, and initially we thought it was, he's just scamming us, you know, like, don't want to say, but it's just a press. Then we thought it was okay, it's not so serious lah, maybe not, it's just, I don't know how to say, maybe the doctor suspected it was appendicitis. He asked if we wanted to, they had to investigate more lah, because they are still unsure of the actual situation that was happening. So that's why we took the blood test, urine test, and the X-ray. So we went out to wait 6 plus, wait until 8 plus for the second doctor. So it was just another doctor, and she said we have to wait again, 8 plus, we have to wait again for a senior doctor to confirm that my case was appendicitis. So it was like 8:15. We sat outside. It was so cold, painful, and just the chair was so hard, and we had to wait for about 2.5 hours before finally we met the senior doctor. So when we entered the room again, they confirmed that my case of appendicitis was very serious, and that I had to have a immediate operation, because when your appendix is inflamed, it's very dangerous and it might burst. So but at that time we still didn't know it had ruptured yet. So immediately after they confirmed, we signed the papers. We had to sign this consent form because we didn't want to have our operation in Malaysia. So we rushed back home to Singapore, and thank God, right, the journey back home was so smooth. My dad managed to send me to Singapore's Changi General Hospital immediately at maybe 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, we had a few checkup, We also had checkups with the different doctors. A few more tests, also blood tests, all this kind of stuff to confirm. We also had CT scan. So the doctor there said that after the CT scan was done, he said my case was really serious because my appendix has already ruptured and there was pus just everywhere surrounding my intestines and my stomach area. That's why I was feeling the intense pain back in the car in the afternoon. I think that was when the appendix ruptured. So right after that, we had to check in for the immediate operation that took place. So the operation actually supposed to take place at 7 a.m. but it got delayed, and eventually I had the operation at 11 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, it was around a 2 hours operation before I got out, and they said they had a tube there. They had a tube inserted out of my body because they said the pus was too much and I really had to clear all the pus. So to cut the story short, I was hospitalized for 5 days. I spent the New Year's celebrating in the hospital room and was discharged on the 2nd of January. And okay, to be honest, the moral of the story is that even small pain, it's especially at the side, don't think it's just. Take it seriously because see, this small little thing can lead to such a big problem, and I was just in pain. I've never felt this way. This was actually my first. She's hyper now. So actually this was my first ever hospitalization, my first ever surgery, and I don't know, so many first times also, celebrating in a hospital, my New Year's Eve in a hospital, and just so many things. Eye-opener, I would say, something that I would learn, and I won't take all these small things too lightly from now on. And I hope that you can learn from what I've experienced, and if there is such things that happening to you, please, please go and check with your doctor, your nearby doctor immediately. And yeah, I hope nobody gets it because I don't want you to feel the same pain as me. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you're okay with this kind of videos at time, just me talking about my life, myself, and the things I've been going through. So thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for watching. Actually, I have some photos for you to share, so stay tuned for those pictures that is gonna be inserted behind. And see you soon when I can eat again.
Go, bye bye.
Bye bye and Happy New Year. Bye bye.